God is removing people from your life. We often think of God as a loving and merciful God, which He is. However, we must not forget that He is also a God of justice. Therefore, just as He brings people into our lives for His purposes, He also removes them when they no longer serve a purpose. If you get the sense that something or someone is missing from your life, it's possible that God has removed them for a reason. So in this video, we'll explore some of the reasons why God may remove people from our lives. God may remove people from our lives for many reasons. Some people may not be good for us, while others may no longer serve a purpose in our lives. Whatever the reason, we must remember that there is always a purpose behind His actions. Sometimes, the removal of someone from our lives is exactly what we need in order to grow closer to God. In order to grow, we often need to lose something or someone that is holding us back. So take comfort in knowing that God has a plan for you. It's a fact of life that people come and go. We make friends, we lose friends, we change jobs, we move to new cities. But what if there was someone who was always there for you? Someone who never left, no matter what. That's who God is. And He's removing people from your life for a reason. God is removing people from your life for a reason. God has a plan for you. God is removing people from your life because they are not good for you. He is doing this to protect you and to help you grow closer to Him. These people may be toxic, negative, or just plain old bad news. Whatever the reason, God is purging these people from your life so that you can move forward with His plan for you. This can be a difficult process, but it is important to remember that God is always in control. He knows what is best for you and He will never leave you alone. If you are feeling lost or confused, just turn to God and ask for His guidance. He will lead you through this tough time and help you find the strength to keep going. God is also the creator of the universe and everything in it. He is all-powerful and all-knowing. He is a loving God who desires to have a relationship with us. He is a holy God who is perfect in every way. Hallelujah. Another reason could be that the person is not living a life that is pleasing to God. If they are constantly engaging in sinful activities, it might be best for them to be removed from your life so that you are not influenced by their bad behavior. Ultimately, God knows what is best for us and He will do what is necessary to help us grow and mature in our faith. God sometimes removes people from our lives because they are not part of our glorious future. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord in Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This means that there are people in our lives right now that are not part of God's perfect plan for us. He might remove them so that we can focus on the people and things that are part of His plan. We might not always understand why God removes certain people from our lives, but we need to trust that He knows what is best for us. Yes, it might be painful at first, but in the end, it will all work out for our good. Also, sometimes people just outgrow each other. As we grow and change, our relationships change as well. It's possible that the person you once were close to is no longer a good fit for your life and it's time to move on. If you are wondering why God has removed someone from your life, take comfort in knowing that He knows what is best for you and He will never leave you alone. Whatever the reason, if God is removing someone from your life, it's likely because He has something better in store for you. Trust Him and know that He knows what's best for you even when you don't understand His plan. Hallelujah. What are the benefits of having fewer people in your life? When you have fewer people in your life, you have more time for yourself. You can focus on your own happiness and growth without worrying about other people. Additionally, you can create stronger relationships with the people who are still in your life. With fewer distractions, you can give your full attention to the people who matter most to you. Fewer people also means less drama. You don't have to deal with as many conflictual relationships, and you can avoid the negative energy that often comes with them. Additionally, you can use your time and energy to create positive experiences instead of dealing with negative ones. Having fewer people in your life can help you to appreciate the people who are still there. When you have a smaller circle, you can focus on creating meaningful connections with the people who are still in it. So in summary, there are many benefits to having fewer people in your life. Fewer people means more time for yourself, stronger relationships with the people who are still in your life, less drama, and the ability to create positive experiences. How can you tell if God is removing someone from your life? It can be difficult to tell if God is removing someone from your life. However, there are some signs that may indicate that He is doing so. One sign that God may be removing someone from your life is if the person starts to exhibit toxic behavior. This could include things like being verbally abusive, manipulative, or always trying to control you. If you notice that someone in your life is starting to behave this way, it may be a sign that God is trying to remove them from your life. Another sign that God may be removing someone from your life is if they start to distance themselves from you. This could mean that they stop talking to you or spending time with you. If you notice that someone is starting to distance themselves from you, it may be a sign that God is trying to remove them from your life. If you notice any of these signs, it may be an indication that God is trying to remove someone from your life. If you are unsure, you can always ask God directly for guidance. Another sign that God may be removing someone from your life is if they are constantly negative and bring nothing but drama into your life. If you find yourself feeling drained and stressed after spending time with someone, it may be a sign that they are not good for you and that God is trying to remove them from your life. If you start to feel like someone is no longer a positive influence in your life, it may be a sign that God is removing them from your life. It's important to pay attention to these signs so that you can identify when someone needs to be removed from your life. However, it is important to remember that only God knows what is best for you. If you are unsure whether or not someone should be in your life, it is best to pray about it and ask God to guide you. Pray for wisdom and discernment so that you can make the best decision for your life. Pray that God would reveal His will to you and that He would give you the strength to follow His leading. Pray that God would protect you from people who are not good for you and that He would surround you with His love. Also, remember that God is ultimately in control and that He knows what is best for you. Trust that He will guide you and lead you in the right direction. What should you do if God is removing someone from your life? If you find yourself in a situation where God is removing someone from your life, it's important to stay positive and remember that He has a plan for you. There may be a reason why this person is no longer in your life, and it's best to trust that God knows what He is doing. It can be difficult to lose someone who was once important to you, but try to focus on the good things in your life and the people who are still there. Lean on your friends and family for support during this time, and know that God is with you always. Yes, even during the tough times, God is always there to help us through whatever we're going through. Finally, although it may be painful to lose people from your life, sometimes it is necessary. If you feel like God is removing people from your life, it is probably because He knows that they are not good for you and that He wants you to find better relationships. Trust that God has your best interests at heart and know that He will bring the right people into your life at the right time. Have faith that God knows what He is doing and that He has a plan for you. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, know that God is in control. He will never leave you alone and He will always help you through whatever you're going through. So lean on Him for strength and comfort during this time and trust that He knows what is best for you. Hallelujah.